Gemini, hey y'all, welcome back to Southern Intuition. This is going to be a one-card draw for the month of October. I'm going to give you a story based on the Tarot of Wonderland. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. I am doing these readings in order. Hopefully they come out on YouTube in the order that I've been doing them. However, keep in mind, I do believe that everything connects eventually, and therefore, if it is your message to hear, you'll do so. And then, please like, share, and subscribe. If you like this type of reading, the way I'm doing it for the month, let me know. And I will continue to try to pull these each month for each sign. So, again, like I said, I'm going to pull one card. One card, this is for Gemini. What do you have for Gemini? King of Swords. Justice. That's awesome just because that's you. That's Gemini right there. By the Queens. A proclamation, now know ye that we are graciously extending our grace and Mary to grant our free royal pardon. All sentences are to be commuted by Her Majesty's command. Off with their head. Justice. Whose justice? Her justice? She depicts, this is the Queen of Wands in this tarot, is the Queen of Hearts here. And I don't know why, because I look as hearts as emotions, water. But she's so hot-headed, they had to use her as the Queen of Wands. And you got the little king there, sitting. He's kind of afraid of her. I mean, I guess I would be too. So, okay. Justice. Justice, Gemini, is about things being balanced out. This is a major arcana, so there's not much that you can do about it if it's going to happen. The universe is leveling things out. It's making room for things for you this month. Justice is a matter of, apologies, acceptance, balancing the scales. It's also court cases, anything legal that you could be dealing with. There's a lot of blue in this card. I feel like there's a lot of emotions here. Interesting enough. So, let's see. Let's see what the story of the Justice is in the tarot. Okay. So the card talks about there's many kinds of justice. Some of them are based on fairness. Some of them are based on an intricate mechanism of logic, or in the disguise of law, the color of law. So some are based on mercy, and some on the rule of debt, such as an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. In the Wonderland, the trial scene that ends the story is kind of confusing, and it's nonsensical when it comes to an example of justice. On one hand, we have the Queen of Hearts, who is moved by one aspect of her heart, her own unbridled, angry passion. Throughout the story, her favorite words are, "off with their head." And she makes quick judgments. She's perceived these sites against her own authorities and her own will here, right? So the King of Hearts, on the other hand, he takes more of a kindler approach. He is more merciful. He is more inclined to pardon people than kill them. So after the croquet game, he whispers to everybody here, and it shows you kind of like, you can see the king after the croquet game. Remember the croquet game in the Tarot of Wonderland? Or, well, in Alice in Wonderland. He whispers here to all of the players that are due for execution, because, she wants to kill everybody. He's like, "You're all pardoned." Shh, you're all pardoned. Okay. He even brings a common sense to the trial here. He acknowledges that Alice's opinion that the verses written by the Knave of Hearts are completely lacking in meaning, and he pauses, though, to consider going through each verse. He teases out reason and concludes that they do indeed prove no crime has been done or committed, since the stolen tarts weren't returned to their rightful owner. Whether we mean formal justice or the justice that unfolds in our everyday lives, we are part of a system. A system. So if the rule at the grocery store is that customers are taking in turns based on their place in line, then formal justice dictates that whoever was first in line, right? Whoever's first in line here gets checked out first. However, if you are in line and a woman behind you has her hands full with restless children, items to buy, and a purse being overturned by a bored child, are you thwarting justice by letting her cut in front of you, or are you exhibiting a more merciful expression of justice? You see how things can be different. So, justice promises that justice will be served. That's what the universe is telling you for the month of October. Justice will be served. The questions here that remain are these. Who is serving up the justice, and what type will it be? If we are all receiving, all on the receiving end of justice here, we will all get what we deserve. So, as determined by those things sitting in judgment. Over this, we have little control. And that's what I'd said. It's a major arcana, so you don't really have a lot of control over this anyways. Although that you can take a lesson from the king here and make sure that your facts are in order and are clearly understood by all involved. We should note here that the Justice card has far more to do with judgment than the card named Judgment. So we have the opportunity to pick up which face of justice we wish to embody. We will forgive others as we would wish to be forgiven, or shall we demand our pound of flesh? It's really kind of up to you. Justice, karma, cause and effect, equality, truth, responsibility, integrity, fairness, judgment, contract, legal action, lawsuits, trials, tribulations, justice. Interesting. So, Gemini, that is what I have for you. And good luck with that.